Well, hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome to our first look, episode 2 of GORD, which, by the way, if you're watching this as of the day this video comes out, which should be August 17th, 2023, GORD is now fully released, so enjoy. We're going to take our first look at some new missions that we haven't yet seen before in the previous demo of the game. The episode you watched just before this featured the kind of initial mission to teach you how to play, and then the second mission with, of course, the Gargantuan Arduin. Now, I've been doing a few playthroughs of this where we've actually successfully defeated the boss that you saw just moments ago in the previous episode, and man, it's a doozy. Now, I somehow beat it on what seems to be like a weird glitch where some of the other AI came over and started fighting him too, which was cool. I don't know how it happened, but yeah, the live stream series in this series are incredible, and they're great. And I'm using the live stream series in a way to kind of learn how to play GORD, as this is a really awesome city builder survival RTS game. If you haven't seen episode 1, make sure you jump back and watch the playlist for this one. There'll be a playlist separately for both the full playthrough of GORD in video format and also in live streams. Alright, without further ado, let's get on to mission number 3 in episode 2 of GORD. Thanks again for subscribing. Thank you very much for leaving a like, and thank you very much for clicking and tap and join and becoming members. Let me know your thoughts down below, and let's go.
Was that really him? Shmi, the prince of the underworld? If so, I should be dead. Yet I'm still alive. Dolia's with me, blessing me with good fortune against the odds. It must have been her who crossed my path with the tribe of the Dawn and the Calanthians. I will help them. And who knows? They might help me too.
Alright, time to pick our people yet again. So, yeah, from our previous mission, we get to choose to only bring 7 with us. Now, again, remember, every time that we play, we have to rebuild the GORD, and as we know from the story so far, we're building settlements along a road or an intended path or a road to be built in the future, almost like the Oregon Trail with lots of forts and cities along the way to travel to where the king wants us to go to gather a huge amount of gold, where some very good gold mines are. So it's implied, I believe, that we're leaving people behind at the previous GORD, but we can always call for them to come with us in a later mission. So if, for example, we leave back, let's say we leave back potato salad, then we can choose potato salad again in the future. Now, this next mission, from my knowledge, will feature a lot of mining of clay, but it's not too big of a deal, so we can pretty much bring whomever we want. But, of course, getting started with just logging is enough to really start our settlement. Logging and reeds are the most important thing pretty much every time. There's some criticism I have for this game, though. I do wish that at any moment we can change people's names. I wish that were a feature. We can only do it here at the starting group screen, and also again when somebody's born. And I also wish there was an easier way to pool all the goods together that people can find, or like the items. Like, for example, how do we give the excellent bag from this person to someone else? I don't think there's a way. Left-clicking or right-clicking doesn't unequip. So I do wish there was some sort of way to take all the items that we found in the previous mission, because sometimes they can end abruptly, where you might not know it's the end of the mission, and then you're locked out of making any changes to your people. And so you have a huge group here, of course, and so it'd be nice to just be able to unequip all the stuff, similar to like how it is in Anno 1800, and then, you know, give someone else their items. But, yeah, that's minor criticism. And again, I'm playing a pre-release version where it's still the full version of the game, yet, of course, we could get some quality of life changes and some updates in the future. Well, I think our group, for the most part, is pretty good to go here. These are going to be all just soldiers, and that's totally fine. But, of course, we can choose everybody. And I guess, for today's purposes, we'll choose our clay potter. He'll be good at clay mining, so we'll bring along Gwyn, which we're just going to go ahead and call some other type of potato. Let's go ahead and call this guy Potato Skin. Not to be confused with the pig skin, which is a football, but there you go. So we'll bring potato skin. We got potato salad, salad shooter, taco salad, all sorts of foods here, I guess. All right, let's go ahead and go with this. But again, you can see all their stats, equipment, all their experience. The most important thing I used to think was here, where it would tell you their strengths of being a devotee, etc. That's kind of more sometimes like a passive buff, but you really want to pay attention to his skills, which, of course, somebody who's good at mining can eventually become good at cutting, for example, if at the beginning you get everybody to just cut down logs rather than just going straight for the profession that they are the best at. I mean, everybody's eventually going to have to gather food and whatnot to keep everyone alive. All right, let's go with this group here. And we are good to go.
fine. All right. I think we've gone far enough.
Can someone explain to me what the hell that thing was?
I've seen a lot of wicked creatures in my life, but this...
This is not something people see and manage to tell stories about. It must have been Shmi, or the Serpent, as it was once known.
But Shmi is just a children's tale. Feasting on flesh, enslaving souls. How can it be true?
Souls? What is this tomfoolery?
What's so surprising about that? You saw it with your own eyes. Didn't you notice the race surrounding it? That is exactly how they describe him. The General of Horrors. Prince of the Underworld.
Prince of... that's absurd. What's more absurd is your gods. With creatures like that lurking in the forest. We need to build proper fortresses. Or else, we'll have nowhere to run.
He is very aware, sire. A nearby area seems fitting for our next GORD. Once we set up the initial settlement, we can then build up the palisade and surround ourselves with rattlesnakes and fireflies that will warn us whenever a threat is near.
I agree. Especially with the wild folk after us. We're on their turf now.
Well, don't just stand here. Get on with it.
Alright, let's get started then. I don't know what his problem is. Let's go find ourselves a GORD, or at least a good place to put it. We'll build our palisade over here within the circle, and let's go ahead and get started. So it does seem to be beneficial to build a GORD that is slightly larger than the default one. It would be nice if they gave us some sort of a slider where we could like hold a button and then increase or decrease the overall size of the GORD. But anyway, in this case, I'm going to go ahead and try to square up the edges in the front so that way we can try to place more buildings. So we'll build like this. Now, there is a horror on this map, too. We'll just have to go find it. And, boy, I'm not sure if we'll be able to defeat him, but we can certainly try. That seems to be a good spot for now, so let's go with that. And we shall name this one Applebee's. Because when you're here, you're family. No, I'm sorry. That's actually Outback Steakhouse. It's not. Those are all jokes. All right, let's get everybody started then. All right, so let's get everyone building. Get to it, people. A good spot for the GORD. Now, something we realized playing this game, too, there's a fantastic button down here called Hide
That's
Census
a good start.
View.
Remember what you learned so far.
We'll talk about that
To
in a
develop
minute.
our settlement further, we need to build initial structures that will provide us with resources essential to our survival. Wood, reed, and food.
So anyway, this menu down here with the hide census view is exactly what I had mentioned in a previous episode, where I want things like these rock piles or graves or other things that we can loot to be highlighted. Additionally, we found out that there's a Crimson Knight that will come along every once in a while, and that will replenish all the enemies in the area and also all the loot too. So if we, salvage all the things around our camp, next time we see that, we should be able to actually be able to go out and loot more stuff again, or possibly rescue more people, that kind of thing, and recruit more folks for our GORD. So that's really helpful too. The seasons actually matter quite a bit in this game as well, as winter is coming. It's fall, September, end of September. So we're going to really have to worry about all of the different food sources running out, and of course we have fishing, foraging, and hunting. We don't have any sort of farming at the moment, at least. I'm not sure of all the buildings in our first playthrough, so we're a little bit unsure of what to expect. But let's go ahead and get everybody logging. And I think we should also build some more entrances to our GORD too. So if we go to special, we can build additional gates, but we'll need 100 wood to do that, so we'll get everybody on logging right away. Let's get some people immediately on gathering reeds. And Captain Caveman over here can work on building ourselves a forager's hut. We can try to get some food up right away. And I don't want to build over there too far. We'll try to put our meadery there in that corner. And we do kind of want to clutter things together as much as possible. I mean, we really don't have a lot of room to expand our gourd. But later on in other missions, we will be able to build outposts that can kind of make a mini gourd, about maybe a quarter of the size of this, to maybe put 1 or 2 buildings, and we'll be able to mine farther away from the camp. Now, luckily for us, we've got a little bit of a mine right here, but if you listen carefully, you can hear some boars. So if we go over there, we're going to get attacked. So our first goal is to try to reach a growth level of 2. So essentially our first goal is to build as many buildings as possible. So our sanity level's good, things are improving there. Our growth level's good, we're starting to build all sorts of buildings for gathering. And then fairly soon we'll start decorating too. Carved structures should be pretty good as well. They'll like that quite a bit. Alright, more people are coming in now with reeds. I think that's going to be much more important than the wood at the moment, but actually let's see if we can make some shortcuts.
The previous Wild Folk raid caught us by surprise. I would advise setting a patrolling route for our military units or scouts, and placing fireflies in strategic locations in the vicinity. More torchlight will reveal what lurks in the darkness.
True. A little bit of an early warning system. We will be attacked. There is an invasion incoming. It will be rather difficult to defeat some of the final waves, so we'll have to make sure we got everybody ready to go there. We're going to try to build gates on either side so that way there's free movement through the gourd, and that'll help to increase movement speed through the gourd, or to defeat attackers. So if they attack the main gate, we can use the side gates and come up behind them, that kind of thing. Or if somebody's needing to go over here to log, they don't have to go all the way to the main gate and then all the way over here once all the trees are cut down, that kind of thing. Why they want us to build what's known as a firefly. Essentially, it's a torch. Now remember, on the right side, all the yellow bars below everybody's health bar at the top in the red is their sanity bar. So eventually, that'll trickle down as they're out there doing all sorts of different work. So we do definitely want to build the meadery as soon as possible. And things like the fishing shack and hunter's hut will be apparent a little bit later. Also, this game is a lot like Frostpunk, where eventually we will get random goals coming up, and there'll sometimes be timed goals too, like going off into the distance to try to rescue somebody. And that'll be a mission in this mission as well, or at least a side quest. Our main goal right now is just to build 3 fireflies, but now that I know that we're going to encounter some side missions, we're definitely going to try to prepare for that too. So yeah, it looks like everybody's cutting down trees as quickly as possible. That's good. Lots of logs coming in. We also need to assign somebody to building, but we've got that already. A little slow and go. Some buildings seem to build very slowly, and others seem to build rather quickly based on their size. Like, for example, the gates seem to take forever, as well as some of the carvings. But other structures like the Balia, which is the hot tub for people to heal in, which I do believe allows them to go back in time before they were wounded. I do believe it is a time machine. That is my personal belief. Uh-oh, that's a big oak tree. Whoa, okay. Well, there was really no good way to cut that down without either ripping up the wall or one of the buildings nearby. You would have had to have been quite precise. All right. Now, the palisade walls can actually be upgraded too, so once we get some of the clay, we will be upgrading the gourd as well to better deflect enemy attacks, so that'll be quite interesting to see when the time comes. Looks like everybody's getting to work on all that. Logging, keeping an eye on food now. Let's go ahead and make sure we allow more buildings to be constructed here. Let's go with a... Let's see, we're going to get more and more people here shortly, but let's do the things that matter the most. The meadery, and then also the Balia. Now, it is possible that our meaderies and other buildings could possibly be sabotaged and attacked, or, you know, someone could sneak into the camp. We don't get to see it, but it's implied that somebody snuck into the camp and could try to poison the meadery, and so you can lose buildings and all sorts of random events, just like from Frostpunk could happen. And so it goes a little beyond just, you know, yes and no for trying to experiment with certain things. Like, for example, people trying to mix together mushrooms, and there could be a good and a bad effect for that. Sometimes it'll give them plus knowledge, and sometimes it will give them a permanent ailment, which we can cure at the Balia. We have a holy tree over here, a sacred place that will generate faith. So there are both good and bad, very, very bad things out there. So that's good, or sometimes very bad. Alright, things are going well. We're getting quite a few materials. The next thing I'd like to build as soon as we can would be a storehouse, but we'll have to unlock that when the gourd is a little larger. So I think what we'll continue to do is just keep building buildings. Even if we aren't going to use them at the moment, it will help to get our GORD level up. Let's try to build a... there's a lake over here. And maybe another one to the north. So let's build a fishing hut over here by the gate. Where I thought we built a gate. Did we not? We may have been out of wood at the time. Let's go ahead and build a... there it is. Additional gate. Or did we build one? I can't see it, so let's go ahead and build one. There we go. And then those folks won't have to walk as far to get back to the thatchery. So it saves everybody time. And by the way, once you build the gate like this, there is a fence, an opening in the fence. So you don't have a defense anymore. You're defenseless because the fence is less. Hence you're defenseless. Okay. Anyway, more people bringing stuff back. That's good. And they're... oh, look at that hustle. Go, baby. Go. Very nice. Okay, so everybody's running up there. Person has a mind affliction here. Blasphemy. Their sanity's going down. Let's go ahead and have Salad Shooter take a little brewski break. And nothing that a little bit of brewski can't cure. Alright. Now, we should also have somebody go out and scout. There could be materials inside those, so they're certainly valuable. As soon as Captain Caveman here is done building the gate, we'll send them out to do other things. Eventually, there'll be trade in this game. Getting gold will be a little easier. We'll see how that happens soon enough. Temple, shrine, additional gates. Very nice. Alright, 0 out of 3 on the forge. The forger's hut. That's what we want now. That's to do some forging. We actually might want to get some people forging and then fishing as soon as possible too, so we'll see about that. Burial grounds too. Hey, and look at that, our wall is complete. Or at least the gate. Alright, let's start grabbing all the things we can. Valuable reeds there. Good. That'll speed up production quite a bit. Another interesting thing here is that you can actually see the sound range and the visual range. So if we get close to an enemy, we'll be able to hear them before we'll be able to see them. So it can help to identify danger before we get close to it. There we go. Yeah, so you can see there's a little bit of danger up there. Those scary deer. No, they're okay. Yeah, it's just deer, so we can actually identify what something is from a distance, and if we get close enough, we can tell what it is too. That's pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and keep building. We got our clay works that we can build next. Let's do our fishing shack. Right about here should do. Looks kind of like the thatchery a little bit. Perfect. Now these will be buildings for us to build as soon as our population increases. People will be born over time, so of course we'll take care of that when the time comes. Alright, so buildings are going along smoothly. Materials are coming in too. Good. Alright, so wood is getting up there. We may, I think we might want to do some faith at some point, but... Is our friend completely healed? Not quite. Let's keep getting him up to about 5,000. At least it'll help him out. We don't want his mental breakdown to affect the others, so it's pretty important to make sure that we've got him 100%. Or at least close to it as possible. Oh yeah. We can also light torches and campfires in certain areas that we explore too. And that helps us to increase the sanity when people travel through those areas. All right, time to change some of our professions. We're going to try to get somebody on thatching and somebody on logging to go do that too. Oh, and our first baby was born.
By the grace of the gods,
Now
a
again,
child is born.
Another cool thing about children being born is that they can immediately start doing construction on walls and things like that. So as you have everybody already assigned, they'll start working. We'll call this one Tater Tot. So yeah, they're not useless or anything like that. Like immediately started building that building. You can have them do an apprenticeship where they can go along, just like people do in real life with their kids, bring them along fishing and teach them how that works and such. In this case, it's a real-world survival skill. So we will have little Tater Tot follow Captain Caveman into the wilderness and go fishing. Peaceful job, but necessary too. We're getting very close to winter now.
Please
Early
provide
November.
our people something to eat, sire.
We can go without food for just a little bit. It's not good, but we can do it. And we're under attack. Let's find out where. Oh. We got somebody that's wandered in the woods. Get back to camp. Nope. Don't stop to attack. Don't stop to attack. You do have to babysit the AI a little bit. They do try to fall back a little bit and attack the enemy. Alright, well that means we need a Balia now. Let's get that done. Build that over here, I think. There we go. Cool. Forger's hut's looking good. Fishing hut's looking good. Food's coming in. Try to do hunting next. We're just waiting for the gourd to grow. And I believe that's why there's a population limit too, is that if you
Our
were
source of food has been depleted.
if you were to have everybody you needed right from the start of the game, you would have enough people to immediately beeline for thatch, logs, food, and then you could start doing all this stuff for the military. So 7 people sounds like a lot, but you got to put about 2 people on 3 different jobs. Doesn't give you a lot of wiggle room to switch around the jobs often. All right. Well, looks like we can do something with a witch's hut eventually. Now, again, we're purposely ignoring the firefly job until we've got the gourd to be a little bit more established. So we're going to kind of not do that goal for the time being as we focus on some of the other things we need to do, including getting that population up. Yeah, we should go out and explore a little bit. Let's get anybody who's wounded into the hot tub there.
Our source of food has been depleted.
Yeah, eventually we won't be able to forage for a little while until the next year. The winter will wipe out all the mushrooms and such we find on the forest floor.
There's a new decision to be made. Someone is trying to get inside our settlement.
Oh. A huge, well-built old man approaches the gate. He claims he's able to raise the experience of all of our warriors to a higher level for an appropriate amount of gold. Our fighters are always eager to learn, so if we refuse, at least some of them may leave with this man as their mentor. Let's use his knowledge. Wow, experience level by 1 for 100 gold. Nice. Okay, well, we're out of some gold, but we were able to gain experience for everybody in combat. Or soon-to-be experience. Alright, things are going well. I don't know why Potato Skin is going outside with the log. Let's actually go to the thatchery now. Try to increase those numbers a little bit. Another thing that we've learned is that the longer that the gourd is around, the more it'll convert to mud, too. So you see a lot of the vibrant grass out here, but there's more mud in the middle. And apparently, in this game's lore, the people have not seen the sun for centuries. So it's constantly been raining and dreary and, of course, winter and snow all the time. So an interesting thing to think about. All right. We're also going to need to build a axe pit for upcoming battles, so let's prepare for that. And let's see if we can get Tater Tot on that. Doing a little construction. Things are going really well. More reeds coming in.
Our source of food has been depleted.
Yeah, quite a bit of food. Now let's go with our storehouse if we can. Still locked currently. Let's build ourselves a scout's tower. I like to build that in the middle of the camp. Enemies still out there, okay. Now when the time comes, we will have to mine clay just from right over here, so we don't have to go too far. So if we build a clay pit here, he doesn't have to walk very far from the pit to the base. Wow. And all by herself, Tater Tot is taking care of that axe pit and then eventually the scout's tower. Not a bad way to spend your child years, learning how to do construction. That's who I'm going to ask to build my house. Alright, we need to get some more logging. Looks like we have an attack going on. Somebody's wandered down there by the wolves again.
Someone has harmed our brother.
Back to the hot tub.
Our gourd is developing.
Alright, let's have these two working
An enemy
on...
has attacked our building.
Yep, the palisade's under attack. We should be able to hold. Wow, food's almost maxed out. Great. Our gourd is developing indeed. We can now put down a storehouse.
Our building is being damaged.
That's right, they're just hitting the wall. Okay, we're gonna have the two in the hot tub come on out and fight the wolf. The wall will be breached
To
momentarily.
arms!
We'll just fight the wolf as he comes on in.
Our brother has been injured.
We just simply let him come to us while we chilled out in the hot tub for a little while. Alright, let's build this other building, and then we'll get down there and clear out those wolves. There are more things we can go find, like that torch, and try to light that area up, and then look for more of the little pits and things, the rock piles. Look at that, a kitty! Kitty down below in the comment section if you see the kitty. Oh, did you see him? There he is. Lots of cats in the settlement. We'll kind of chill out, and you'll see a
We've
few
run
of
out
them.
of storage space for our food. We need to build or upgrade a storehouse.
Yeah, we're doing that right now. Oh, we got a lot of food. Not a problem, though. Right before winter, that's probably the resource you want the most of. Luckily, we don't have to worry about firewood or whatnot, and we don't have it to assign anybody to cut that, so we get a little lucky there, a little less labor needed. All right, while people are waiting for food, let's finish the storage. And let's finish the scout tower. Fantastic. All right, let's deal with the threat to our thatchery and go out and find some more supply. Hopefully these will have a reed and things for us. We might be low on those, but some of the times these have like 20, 30 reed in them. That's about enough for like 2 or 3 deliveries from people. There's a wolf.
Our brother needs help.
Got him. 31 wood. Fantastic. Would you believe that? 26 food. Fantastic. We got herbs down there for sanity.
We've run out of storage space for our food. We need to build or upgrade a storehouse.
Wow, we gotta build another storehouse. Hey, there's a witch's hut. We can get our friend cured who's got the affliction. Captain Caveman can go talk to the witch. You can hear her in there just laughing it up. Tee-hee. Yes, ma'am, we're coming soon. Hold on. All right, let's light this torch. Buy ourselves some sanity. And see what else is out there. Enemy ambush. Got some scooters.
It's being attacked.
He wants to trade some food to be healed. It looks like we have 721 and she's requesting 150. Healing mental affliction. Doesn't look like we can choose that option at the moment. Alright, cool. Now let's clear out the area for the clay pits. And we'll move over there shortly. Not sure why we can't enter select. I have no way to actually choose that. Okay, well, I guess we'll put them back on the brewskis again. Which should be able to help for a price, but oh, is it starting to snow? Wow, look at the transition. Better than City Skylines 2.
Our brother is in danger.
Trees are actually gonna lose some of their leaves. Some trees lose leaves. Snow will gather. Very nice. A scroll of mining. Clay gatherer's symbol. We'll give that to our friend who has that.
We've run out of storage space for our food.
It doesn't matter all too much,
though.
though.
Build or upgrade a storehouse.
The person who was very good at mining clay at this point could be very, very good now at logging. So sometimes it might not be good to take them off that job. Eventually, these folks are going to have to definitely switch back to the hot tub, but we'll get them in there in a moment. All right, food is really, really good, so we're going to go ahead and scale back on that a little bit. Another great thing here, too, is that we can set up auto-gathering, or we can designate each worker. This is something I haven't seen in a game before, where usually you designate an area on the map and all the workplaces will try to go to those places, or you designate each workplace to a particular place, but this one allows us to designate a workplace and a particular worker. So we can click on the fishing shack, and we can click on this area, and we can increase or decrease the work area size. Unfortunately, that pond is depleted for the time being, but we could... Oh yeah, we could tell everybody to go over here and just stay in a very small area and just do like this pond, or you could tell them to do multiple ponds over a large area. So that's really cool, and I hope more and more games allow us to do that. That'd be fantastic. All right, potato salad needs a beer. And we're going to get people off of fishing and back onto the reeds if we can. These folks can't really find any more things to do. We're going to try to build another meadery. One thing I've figured out is that eventually the meadery, I usually build 2 of them in one balia. Unfortunately, we need some more materials, though, so it'll be just a little bit. Try to keep an eye on everybody. There we go. Oh, we have a new baby born. I missed him, but oh, there he is.
A new life is welcomed
Perfect.
into the GORD.
Let's call this one Waffle Fry. Perfect. And now we'll get him on an apprenticeship of reeds, maybe. Something like that. Oh, you can actually see a little rat going there. Wonder if the cats actually will catch them. I think I've seen the cat catch them and like be in their mouth before, but we'll see.
Please designate an assignment to our sister.
Yes, we need more jobs, don't we? More things to do. We certainly need more people assigned to... Oh, Tater Tot's fully grown now. Look at that. After building 2 houses, she's come of age. And now can work in the thatchery. Perfect. Alright, what can we build next? Well, we do want another meadery, I think, to keep everybody's sanity up. And then we'll start working on the main goal, which is building those fireflies ×3. The spring is probably the best time for us to move around and attack, and then summer too. The spring is a good time for exploration, although some enemies get a bonus when it's raining. That happens mostly in the spring. But the summer can be kind of the same, just maybe a little less rain. It just happens less frequently. Alright. Waffle Fry, let's get you on construction. And then let's build our clay pit too. Now that's going to require us to build with 200 wood and 100 thatch. So we're going to have to wait for that. Eventually we'll be able to do trade, and the trading system is kind of... I don't know how I feel about it yet. You can trade a resource for a resource, like you can trade clay for gold, or you can trade wood for maybe food, but I wish it were a little bit more like how it is in Dawn of Man. Where you can, of course, also trade for money. Now, in this game, you're trading gold for gold as if it's money. So it's like trading for an ore. It's a little different. It's not like we're trading specifically for the resource and not something that exists to, you know, be a difference, as if you can trade an item for an item and then trade money for the lack of the value or the difference between. All right. Anybody low health? No. Sanity? Seems okay.
A new determination fills the hearts of the people.
Oh, good. They're filled with determination. That's good. More thatch is coming in. That's good, too. Go check that body real quick. See what might be on there. Sometimes that'll give a negative debuff, looting a corpse like that, but it did give us a bunch of reeds, so that's awesome. And let's go for... Is it advanced? Clayworks. Alright, let's finally get our Clayworks up and running. And we'll get people assigned to operating that building shortly. If we could squeeze it in here, that'd be great. Unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll put it down here. Towards the middle of the camp. And Waffle Fry getting right to work. Kind of reminds me of how long it takes the peasants in Stronghold to go out and gather materials, too. Like at the start of the game, you just spam a hell of a lot of little lumber camps and have everybody go out and cut down a ton of trees. Then eventually switch the jobs once you build some of the basic buildings. But, you know, more wood is always needed. More wood is always needed. Get it started, boys. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get that lumber truck fired up. That's what we need here, too. Alright. If we're going to build these fireflies, we need a lot more reed. That's going to be more plentiful in the spring. It's still around in the winter, but... oh. And it sounds like there's a lot of fun down here. A couple of graves and maybe somebody held captive. Looks like they're alive. That'd be a good thing to do, is try to get people recruited in our axe thrower's hut. Axe pit. And then try to get them to go south. They're not
There's a
actually
new
axe
challenge
throwers,
to
but
consider.
they know how to toss an axe, if you know what I mean.
Our people are intrigued by an old story they've heard.
Oh boy, here we go. Now we got to move up to the northeast, I believe, northwest. Get those axes. We got to go. All right, so we have 25 minutes to get to the location up here. There's an enemy nearby, so we'll probably wait until the last minute to go up there. There's a lot of other things to do. Luckily, we have plenty of food, though, and we'll assign people back to fishing a little bit more in the spring. There are other ponds these should replenish. Wow, look at how cold it looks. More reeds down here, good. Lots of reeds down here, fantastic. So we did the right thing to build a gate over here. Maybe we should build one down in the far corner. Speed more resource gathering up. And Waffle Fry getting right to it. Okay. Yep, people taking the shortcut right away. Well, let's get people back on their jobs.
Our source of food has been depleted.
Ooh, yep. Okay, food's coming in again. Good. Reed is looking great. Let's see. I think we got pretty much everything we want for the time being. We will need to build, I think, an archery range at some point. And this is going to have to fit in the gourd, and we're kind of a little lacking on the space side. But what we can do is get rid of this clay pit as soon as we can and build the building there. Keep the resource and get rid of the building that will gather it, or move it somewhere else later. That'll be just fine. Now let's work on getting clay now. Now this is the type of game where if we continue on with the main quest, like building the Firefly, we then will be under attack by a large enemy tribe, and this game does track and kind of put us into a kind of like a pipeline that we can't necessarily get out of. In fact, once we start that goal, the enemy will attack randomly over the course of time, and then once we've defeated all their attacks, that's the end of the mission. So any of the side stuff that we want to do or can do, you wouldn't know. This is certainly the type of game you'd want to do several playthroughs to know what missions you should do before others. In your first playthrough, you just don't know. Which could cost you items and things that you want to do on the map, like, for example, a person down here. And we could go rescue them and get some of our axemen some experience in taking out the enemy. Let's go ahead and find these people and get them into military axemen for the time being. I'm going to go ahead and abandon the logging for now. And get ready for that. All right, so now they're ready to go. Almost ready to go. There we go. All right, let's go south and see if we can rescue somebody. Let's grab a yellow herb. Oh, that's a health. All right, let's fight.
An enemy attacked our brother.
Whoa, whoa. What the hell are those? Wormlings.
There's a new decision to be made.
Wow, nice work, everybody.
Should we take this deal?
Structure upgrade, gold. Let's see. They offered to improve the condition of our buildings in exchange for 50 gold. I don't trust them, but let's just say yes to see what happens. Unknown chance of a building getting a damage or an upgrade. Oh, in this case, we got an upgraded axe pit. Excellent. Thank you, guys. We've upgraded our military building now, and we got leather armor for our troops. Fantastic.
Our brother's sanity is plummeting.
Good. We rescued one of our soldiers, too. Let's go check these graves.
Our brother's sanity is plummeting.
All right, hold on. Let's get everybody into some brewskis.
We need more gold if we want to keep our military units.
Yeah, unfortunately, the lack of gold will hurt our military. They won't disband or anything like that, but we'll probably want to unassign them. We'll need gold in order to actually reassign them, so maybe it'd be a good idea at this point not to unassign them and to try to get them ready to go into that location in the upper left. We still have 18 minutes. So we'll see how that goes. Let's check everybody's health real quick. And we'll head up that way. It is now a beautiful spring in GORD. Our GORD has survived yet another year. And we've built some storehouses now, and we've got our hunting cabin up. I've scooted some things around in the GORD, but now we've just got a few minutes left until we need to get to that area. So we're trying to get all of our people together quickly to then head on out and go into the wilderness to find out what's out there. So hopefully they're able to do that. Waffle Fry's a little low on, what is that, sanity? Let's see. Yeah, a few of our people are low on sanity, I think. We're trying to take anybody and everyone we can to get to that area. We're going to try to run past the enemies. We might be able to outrun them and get to that area to rescue someone. I don't think there's really any consequence for getting all that way. And, you know, we're supposed to find somebody who's out there, but they could already be dead. We have no idea, according to the story. We're going to run past all these nerds, though. No, we're going to run past. We're going to run past all these guys. We're just going to take the hits. And we're going to run all the way to that destination. Now, there's obviously a lot of things that we're going to leave in our wake, and let's turn on our little view again to be able to see what's out there. We're going to get the rest of the military going, too. We should have 4 people here shortly. Looks like Salad Shooter's getting a little insane. Let's bring them in. Salad Shooter helps you every day. All right. Get everybody back to work. So, yeah, we moved our clay maker. We've got clay right over there. We got a newborn baby. Let's
a new
go
life
with
is welcomed into the GORD.
Burrito Supreme. Let's go with that. Perfect. That means we got somebody new for construction. Got attacks going on again. Hey, who's this? Oh, this might be somebody to join our camp. Looks like they're like homeless or whatever. Whoa, and he just took a hit to the oh, wow, damn. Oh, I just accepted it. Yeah, there's people you can find in the woods who may be skilled at certain things. I think this guy's a real advanced woodcutter, but now he's going to go to the military. We're going to send him all the way back to the camp. Just run, my man. And let's keep going to our destination. Nope. Want you going back? Just get to the.
We ran out of gold. We cannot afford to make.
Just get to the gourd. I mean the
Obtain our military.
objective and the gourd. He's getting knocked down now. He's going to have to run back. He might get bopped. We'll see. He did. We have 59 seconds to get to our objective. We can rescue our friend. This guy can easily come on back and rescue.
Knocked out.
We'll play it by ear and wait for those guys to go away. Hey, we made it. And there's the horror. Lay-in. Yeah. So, prove yourself useful to me or perish under my hooves. This kind of reminds me of the first boss that you fight in Valheim. But we'll go ahead and decide later. So we can actually fight him. He's got a ton of health, 3,300. He does a crazy amount of damage, 40 or 48 on his secondary, blinded by pride, and now he's going to try to enslave you in order to do his bidding. Looks like we can light some torches out there, but we want to get to our friend here in just a couple of seconds. We're cutting it close, but we're able to do it, I think. All right, now let's get to our other friend, too. We'll revive our soldier if we can. There goes the wolves back to their spawn point. Let's save our friend. Hey, we did it.
A new determination fills the.
Looks like our people made it to the objective. We did it.
Hearts of the people.
Whatever it was, it looks like they may have died. Whomever that was. Alright, so let's get the hell out of here. Looks like we got boars now. Great. Let's buy him some time. Get our soldier back to base. No.
One of our brothers is in dire condition.
Get them both back. Alright, any dire conditions can be cured at the gourd. Alright. Now let's see if we can do something to save our man. Let's go ahead and pop a smoke screen if we can. We need a temple in order to cast incantations, so that'll help us later in our fights and whatnot.
Our brother has been critically wounded.
Okay, they didn't even touch him. He was not anywhere near there. Yeah, there was a little bit of a range between him. Interesting. Those guys can throw those spears, but that melee range was... apparently they fired a tomahawk missile off, but they'll be born again. That's how it goes in GORD. Let's get everyone home. You can get them into the hot tub right away.
Our brother needs help.
Nope, just push through. Don't stop. Don't stop. Just push through.
Veles has taken the sword of our brother. Our brother abandoned us in a panic.
I think we already assigned Salad Shooter to one of those before. I've had trouble with that character before, trying to get them to go to the meaderies when their when their sanity is
There's a
low.
new decision to be made. Our people seek your advice.
Let's give our people food. Gord's sanity and faith is increasing. Good. Person just stopping there for no reason, not sure why. Let's go up top around these guys. Looks like we got one that's fleeing. Alright, let's head on back to the meaderies. Alright, let's get back in the saddle. So yeah, we pushed it hard to get to that objective in the upper left corner. Pushing more to preserve the gourd. And now we're still here.
Our source of food has been depleted.
Alright, let's get things back together. So that body will disappear eventually that we need to deal with. We don't need to bury it. It's kind of a risk to go out and capture that. Now, let's build another firefly like we're supposed to. Let's go ahead and plop one down. Maybe out here by the clay so the person mining doesn't go insane anymore. Get the kid to go out. The kids are brave. They know how to get things done. So yeah, even in my further playthroughs of this game, I must recommend 2 Balias and 2 meaderies. You can upgrade them, of course, but the amount of people that you need... Whoa, damn. Sir. Guy's going to be attacking the gate shortly. Or is he going to run away? There he is. Yes, sir. All right, kid, throw a rock at him.
Our sister was wounded by a foe.
Oh, there's multiple. Let's get our hunter to come over. Oh, there's 3. Oh, boy. All right, where's our troops? Kids holding the line. Burrito Supreme.
Help. Enemy at the gates.
Ooh, the enemy's breaching the walls. Well, not quite. It looks like they tried to get through the gate, but they can't go through the gate. The gate is always open. Yeah, we got the hunters over here. Fantastic.
Someone has harmed our brother.
Nice work. Good job, team. All right, everybody, back to work then.
Our brother is on his deathbed.
We got it. So yeah, this is the tough part of this mission. We're forced to kind of overextend ourselves to go to the northwestern section, but you don't want to do that till you build up because you also want to defend your gourd at the same time. But there's no way to generate gold here, and the first way to generate gold is through trading in the next mission. Now, we can, of course, find gold by going out scouting, but,
To save on space, rather than placing more buildings of the same type, we can improve the ones that we've got. Initial improvements usually require some clay. Build a clay works and gather clay from nearby deposits to make structural improvements.
all right, not a problem. Yeah, we certainly want more clay now. We can upgrade our walls before we go. So now this mission being triggered by the fact that we finished our firefly over there. Let's get some more clay mining done.
Our sister has been injured.
Actually, let's keep our military going. We'll continuously get alarms about not being able to pay the military. That'll affect sanity a little bit, but we're taking care of all that, so it should be all right. We'll get everyone healed up here. Let's get one of our people out of there. Potato salad has been critically wounded. All the way up there. And that's why we need a military on standby. A blood moon! Now this means that everything's basically replenishing, including enemies. But also the resources
Our
should
sister
replenish
has been
too.
critically injured.
Like our people are desperate to go up there for reeds. I think we'll go up there and put down a little firefly to light the way. All right, so now we need to mine a total of 120 clay. Anybody assigned to logging, we'll put them onto clay. We've got fishermen and hunters going out and finding places to hunt and fish. Military just standing there. Bro, if you're not doing anything, build a building. All right, we have at least one person on clay gathering, and yeah, we need another Balia, don't we, for the eventual wounds that we'll take during combat. I see 2 people sitting there so far. We need more. Wow, a hunter coming in with a nice, looks to be a doe, big one. Nice job. All right, looks like we're safe. Let's go ahead and have our we're going to keep our military for now. We've got one person hunting and rather mining. We can also find scrolls and things to increase our people's level of mining. So clay, these are actually termite mounds, and so I think mining clay and mining iron can be improved by finding scrolls, and then also like pendants. The scrolls like increase their experience, and the pendants I think increase their speed in which they can do those things. Pretty damn cool. All right. Still healing up. I think we need another Balia for cycling our people out quickly once they've been wounded. Now he does mention that we can upgrade things with clay, but the goal right now is to not do that and to save 120. So we're at 99 so far, and our friend here is about to bring in, I think they carry about maybe 50 at a time. So yeah. Whew. So there's a lot to manage in this game. You want to build a nice safe settlement, but you also want to go out and find the horrors, deal all the secondary objectives. There's a lot of challenges, a lot of things that lure you out of your base, that they don't want you to stay at your base. And sometimes it's hard to choose because, you know, it's like you can choose to fail a mission strategically, so that way you stay in your base and, you know, defend it and get a lot of the things done. You want to keep food coming in. You want extra building materials for other objectives or for upgrades. You never know if you'll be tasked with building a second building and then upgrading it, so that's important. Looks like we've got 137 clay. This is actually telling us we've only got 76. So I guess we're just supposed to mine more. I guess we were mining a little early. But that's all right. Any extras that we get will go towards other upgrades. So that's totally fine. So areas that you know your people are going to frequent, especially the lakes, are important to build these little fireflies because, of course, reed and fishing are pretty frequent near those areas. All right, kiddo, what can we have you do? Not much at the moment. All right, our clay guy's coming back in, dumping that. Nice. Got 85. I want to assign some more people to that job. Get these 2 out. Have our reed gatherer now become a clay miner. And he's just standing around again. No clay inside. There's clay right there. Go see if we can mine that. Now let's get our military some brewskis, bruh. Yeah, there's definitely another deposit there. Alright, they'll bring in a ton of clay for us. Dushan needs a task to complete.
Our brother hasn't done much lately.
Well, he is on military duty, so he can stand around for a little while. We're going to be attacked again eventually.
There is a new challenge to consider.
A new challenge to consider. Oh, and a new child born.
A new soul has been born into the world.
Let's go with French fries. And a new challenge.
We need to slay a monster.
Kill 6 bloodworms in 25 minutes. I mean, we'll see. If we come across that enemy, we'll do it. There's bonuses for doing that. Pretty big bonuses. And then just a hit to sanity if you don't, which is not too bad at this difficulty. Alright, they're almost done gathering the clay. There should actually be a... I thought there was something that opens up over here, but I guess this is where our person went. Apparently they died or something to that enemy. I don't know. All good. Don't need to worry about it. Just now trying to manage our GORD and get everybody's numbers back up a little bit. Good, and here comes the clay team. Alright, upgrade the palisade to level 2 and build 2 rattlesnakes. So those are basically like tripwires that make a little rattling noise. Good way to identify where the enemy may attack from, but once they reach the palisade, a level 2 palisade is more than enough to defend. Okay, let's upgrade the walls. Get everybody on that. Oh, it's almost done. Perfect. Hey, and look at how different it looks. Now, it's unfortunate we can't put people in the gates, it looks like. You see 0 out of 0 on the gate, but yeah, there should definitely be a way to put archers up there, or even hunters. I feel like hunters should be able to do just that as well. There should be no reason why they can't assist. Alright, let's send somebody out to build that other one. And we're going to need to get ready for being attacked shortly, so we do need to get some gold if we can.
An enemy has attacked our sister.
Not sure who's being attacked at the moment. Maybe we want to go out and try to reloot some bodies here. I think what we're really going to want to do is get a few people together and see if we can go out and find gold and then recruit a few more people for our military. There should be a structure here to build. Try that again. He's standing right on it. Oh, there it goes. Alright, let's rally everybody for an attack. Ooh, triggered a trap there. Uh-oh.
You, foreign face, you come and you take this land for yourself. You anger the forest. You anger Phyllis and the horrors. You anger us!
I presume this is yet another
I am
wild.
fuck! I speak for the children of the forest. You people, greedy. You spilled our blood, and now you want to occupy this land. We will not forget. The forest will not forget.
I'll make you pay for this insolence! Oh, those forest savages. They don't know their place.
We shouldn't underestimate the wild folk. They understand these lands way better than any of us.
It sounds like they're planning to attack. We need to be ready and push back any raid coming our way.
Oh boy. Alright, so enemy forces should be attacking. They'll be launching 4 raids against
Our
us.
brother is being attacked.
So let's go try to find some gold to get some people recruited. Get some kills in here. Looks like the enemy's already on the way.
A foe is attacking our structures.
We'll attack them from behind.
An enemy has attacked our building. Our sister is in danger.
Good thing we built a second Valia. Actually,
Our brother awaits your command, sire.
we only have one. I gotta build two. Or we could upgrade the current one. Ah, yeah, 75 clay. Gotta find some more then. Get our disease person there too. Have everybody else on standby for military action. And let's repair that wall. All right. I think we're going to get rid of the scout tower for now. I'm going to put another Balia there. And hopefully we find more clay. If we take a look here on the map, we should be able to identify where clay is. If we sort by purple, a lot of water cane down there, mushrooms, carcass. And there's probably more around, but I don't see anything immediately close to the gourd. That map kind of reminds me of the map from Company Heroes whenever you open that up. The resources and whatnot. Well, regular civilians who are armed with knives should be able to, in the fighting spirit, be able to defend the gourd against three more waves. Now, at this point, too, by the way, this mission will end based on the end of these waves. So, I want to go fight this boss over here. I certainly do. He's going to be incredibly difficult with, like, over 3,000 health. So, in order to do this mission properly, we would have to abstain from basically building the, or getting, like, what is it, 120 clay? And then I think that's what triggers the event of getting the palisade updated. So once we update the palisade, anything with a golden chalice or goblet will kind of force you into the end game scenario. In this case, it's timed, so we don't really get a choice on how many raids or when the raids arrive. So I, again, certainly want to go fight that enemy. I want to fight every enemy in the game, too. There is one horror per map. Arduin in the first map, or really the second map, you know, after the initial tutorial. The big, like, almost like a pox guy, you know. Like a blight. Then this, the deer, and then after this, a giant fish. And, of course, there's bears and dragons and more. We'll see lots of stuff around, including Jmi. Let's go ahead and hold. And build a Balia now. Is that under basic or advanced? Advanced. And boom, putting that one in. Great. Alright, so we're ready for an attack if and when it happens. Well, it will happen, but when it happens, we're ready. Now, while we wait, let's send out a big group. And we could rebuild the scout tower again to get sanity, but we'll just go out on a run. If we can clear the areas around the gourd. So every time that blood moon happens, you'll have to re-clean or re-attack these areas again. Oh, looks like an enemy attack's happening. Never mind. So yeah, every time the blood moon happens, enemies attack, and it's lots of fun. I wonder if they have a camp up here. I wonder if we can go raid that. Looks like there's a bunch of circles here.
Our brother was wounded by a foe.
There might be secret items at their camp that we can capture.
Damn these wild folk. Will they ever stop attacking us? We can't simply stay here under siege forever. We need to get to the gold.
My lord, please, listen to me. There must be a reason. The wild folk used to live like wild animals, keeping their distance and never attacking us without a good reason.
And Shmi. Destroying a village and sparing us. That doesn't make any sense. We need to pray to the gods, that they may grant us strength and wisdom.
What gods? Your sun god? That's just another children's tale. No one has seen the sun for centuries now. Your gods are dead. Praying to them is just a waste of breath.
Not for the people of Lasatia, my lord. We believe that the world was created by Prabo, animals and plants by Veles, and the sun. We believe that it will rise again.
The skies became dark because of gods and magic. And with the help of the gods and magic, they will shine again. It's not just a tale. There is an ancient text that is testament to those events. Some say that its pages have been hidden in the darkest corners of the Lazatian lands.
The Chronicle. Rumors about its pages indeed circle among the tribal elders.
If you do find a copy, make sure you hold on to it. It contains invaluable knowledge. Maybe even a way to defeat Shmi.
Oh.
Yeah!
Alright, let's go see if we can find these guys' camp. It seems to be originating from here, but I can't get over there. Oh wow.
Our brother is in danger.
Get him, kid. Ooh. Book of Gathering, nice. Magic the Gathering? Another cool thing is that anytime our people loot a corpse or whatnot, it could affect their sanity or whatnot. But there's usually plenty of plants around to regain a little bit of that. Plants around for healing, like for example these here, these red ones. Everybody needs a little bit of a heal. And probably sanity too. Huh, not sure where the enemy is, so we'll just have to wait. Now, again, to go back to what I mentioned about completing the mission, I do wish post-mission there would be an option. You're either forced to go to the next mission or back to the main menu, and it would be nice to be able to continue playing in order to explore the map. If you'd miss something, it would be really annoying for the completionist
We need more gold if we want to keep our military units.
who wants to, you know, make sure they find everything on the map to maybe have missed a corner or something like that. Having that uncertainty of, oh, did I check that area of the map is a little annoying, but all good. Still, we have a huge section over here to go explore. Now, if I build a temple, we can also use the temple to ping the map for, via incantation. We can start using the sight ability, and we can kind of start using it like a, you know, like a sonar in order to scan for what might be around. At the moment, I think we're going to go ahead and dismantle this building because there's no clay around until another blood moon hits, so we want that certainly to happen. Blood moon seems to replenish the iron ore deposits, the clay deposits, and possibly gold is what I've been hearing from a lot of people who've been playing. But that could change and or might not be as intended. We'll see. Building's almost dismantled. Is everybody not helping? Everybody rushed over and kind of... Oh, there we go. Well, let's build a temple. So we will need that in order to build... Oh, no. Good spot to put that would be where the hunter's tent is. All right, we'll move that around. So this will help us to explore the rest of the map. We can also use those incantation on bosses where in a boss fight you can, you know, buff your people with different abilities like haste, or you can also try to cloak them, as we had in our previous battles as well. And, okay, so it looks like only 2 people can dismantle. Guess we're just going to stand by. We're gobbling up our food pretty quick, but that's why I built so many storage buildings. Gives plus 200 for that. With the max, I think, being 5 of every resource, 500. On, as the basic one.
Our sisters are enjoying their quality of life.
That's good. You go, sister. See if we can build another hunting tent. Nah, it's hard to fit everything in. That's alright, we won't be needing food for a little bit. Let's have the fishermen go back to work. We won't need too much food is what I mean. Just having a few people doing that will be alright. Cool thing too about the prayers is that nobody becomes like a priest or whatnot. They actually just can remain in their regular job. So if you have soldiers standing around and you want them for, or scouts or something and you're not scouting at the moment, you can just have them go pray or be construction. Alright, now we can use sight. Gives a much larger area.
They're destroying our GORD.
Gives a much larger area than what it looks like it does.
A new life is welcomed into the GORD.
Oh look, salad shooter's back. Fantastic. They teleported. Awesome. Wow, let's start making some ass.
An enemy attacked our brother.
Yeah.
Person with the fish just walking through. We'll get him up, no problem.
Our brother is about to meet his end.
And we'll send him right off to the hot tub. Good work, everybody. Salt tablet. Take a salt tablet.
Our brother's sanity is plummeting.
Alright, let's go to the hot tub.
All his life struggles led to this breakdown of his health.
You're fine. Relax. Relax, everybody. We're good.
Your subjects wonder if you know what choice you will make yet. A traveling merchant has paid us a visit.
A merchant approached us. He's asking for a young woman to join him, but does not specify what the purpose is for. Yeah, that's probably gonna be a no, dude. No, we're good. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Oh, the horror wants us to do something now. Okay, so he wasn't challenging us before, but now the horror wants us to come back and chat with him and see what he wants. So he might ask for
We
anything
need to satisfy the horror's caprice.
like sacrifice a child. He might ask for, I don't know, 500 food. He might ask for us to cast magic on him or something like that. Those things can happen. But it's all over once the next attack starts. And the last attack is incoming. Get somebody else to check that, alright? It looks like the people were attacking from what, over here? Do they have a village? They might just spawn in from that part of the map. But anyway, that is one of the most useful incantations you can get. Seriously, getting a small shrine and having somebody constantly working on that is important. Wow, is this fishing lady gonna kick his ass? Go, girl. Damn, nice job. Don't mess with taco salad. Nicely done. Oh, he's still not healed. Back in the tub, man. Alright, just standing by for the final assault. Now, we can also get better incantations by upgrading our shrine, our temple. If we upgrade our temple, then eventually we'll unlock more abilities here, so we can go all the way up to tier 5. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to upgrade all that, but obviously you can see all the spells and what they can do. I do appreciate that they put in a little video showing what something does, how much it costs, and a little video on, you know, showing it in action. A little explanation on how to use it or what situation it might be best in. Alright, well, the final attack could be approaching at any moment. Gonna stand around because we need all of our people. Oh, there they go. Alright, so there's all the gold goblets, and the final attack is incoming. So let's get everybody in the village to the front. Just to meet them, and we'll call it a day. Now again, I want to fight that horror, but even trying to do it with that prior knowledge of knowing that that horror was there, I was trying to build up the GORD first, assign a military, and then go over to the horror, but then we had to return because of the blood moon and getting constantly attacked and having to clear out the area again.
The foe is attacking our structures!
Get him, kids! Throw rocks.
Is it safe yet?
The wildfolk raids seem to have stopped, at least for now.
Weird. To me, Vuk did not seem like a leader who gives up easily.
But he's not here, is he? And I haven't seen his giant flying thing for a while. So we should use this opportunity to make our way towards the gold. We can't risk angering our king. Let's move!
Brother, yeah. Well, there you go. Success. The Titan defenses managed to hold off multiple enemy attacks. The settlement is capable of surviving on its own for now, but we need to move. King's emissary is getting anxious about reaching the gold. So yeah, our options are to continue to the next mission or exit. Now, the next one is Great Lakes, where we'll meet a massive fish that's almost like a shark. And as you see here, we're kind of continuing our way kind of northwest. There's forests, there's lakes, there's rivers, there's bears. there's more. If you guys want to see more of this, make sure you hit that like button and let me know. I want to come on back and probably fight all the horrors on a second run once we have identified them, or find better ways to do it, or if there's some more quality of life updates to the game to make it a little easier to do those things. I think it's certainly capable, or I'm certainly capable of doing it in the first run. However, you know, with some of the limitations of timing and whatnot in the game, might not make it as easy. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Thanks for all the kindness and positivity. Say hey down below in the comment section, and I'll see you next time. Bye, buddy.